now that I'm back from Spain, we have a big trip coming up. So special guest, my mom is here finally. So she just came, she's been Poznan for a little bit, and we decided to go on a big trip. So my mom comes from a largely Finnish family, so we decided we had to go to Finland. It's on our bucket list, really important. But then we're looking, and like Tallinn, Estonia is right next to Helsinki. So we're going to spend a lot of time in Finland, but right now we're actually on our way to Tallinn. So we're going to go on the plane to Helsinki and then take a ferry to Estonia. And I've never been in this country before. I've been to Helsinki, but... and then later we're going to make our way to Rovaniemi, north of the Arctic Circle with a midnight sun. So let's go to the first leg of this trip. I'm in Helsinki airport now, and we're trying to get our checked bag, and like nothing was labeled. So we're just kind of wandering around, and finally something says baggage claim up there. It's about 11:30 now, p.m. We need to find a way to get to the city. And fortunately, the bag came on time. As hard as it was to find, it's kind of a bit of a maze around here. We got our tickets to ride the train, so I think we finally found the right spot. And Mom's not helping me too much with the Finnish. She just knows like kitty cat and things like this. Kissa. Maybe she'll know more Estonian. Reikaleipä, what's that?
Bread with hole in the middle.
Okay. We just got off the train from the airport, and it's 12:25, as you can see from the clock, and we still have a sunset, so there's still some sun even this late, and that's, to me, remarkable. I mean, it really shows how far north we are. It's the next day, and we just kind of collapsed when we got to the hotel, so it was really kind of a long day leading up before. I was running around all around Poznan, and it was hot, and we're just kind of tired. So we are getting on the ferry to go to Tallinn, Estonia. This is the Viking Line, which was actually very conveniently very close to our hotel, so that was a good thing. And this is our first time on a boat like this, and it's actually kind of interesting because you can even like bring your car on it. Oh, this gigantic ship just started moving. Seagulls swarming all around. It was a little bit of a maze getting through, trying to find our way out just to take a look. We'll get a little view of the city before it's too far. I think this is about 2.5 hours to Tallinn. Oh yeah. This might be useful for any potential people wanting to use this. So it's scheduled to leave at 11:30, but we actually left at 11:20, so definitely get here a bit early. Finally in Estonia, in Tallinn, and we're looking for a map. Mom found a map, but it's just in Russian, you said? I think this video is just a journey so far. Get to this plane, get to this ferry, get to this hotel room. So we got to go find our hotel room, and then we're going to finally go and explore the city. And I also need to get a jacket or some sort of sweatshirt because I left mine back in Poznan. So maybe like a Estonia sweatshirt or something, I don't know, we'll see. Because it's going to get a little chilly at night possibly. During the day it's plenty sunny though. And there was a boat that was just passing through, and people are waiting because I think they moved the bridge so that the boat could get by. Yeah, they rotated it. We didn't have any breakfast because we're rushing to get to the ferry on time. So we were thinking of going to this mall, find something in the food court, looking for traditional Estonian food. But we found Capone Restaurant. Of course, Capone, as everyone knows, is Estonian. So we're gonna go check this out and get some traditional food here. Obviously joking about Capone being Estonian, but we got some pizza and it tasted pretty good, but we just mostly were really hungry and wanted to eat something. So later we're gonna look for something that's actually Estonian. We're really just kind of tired now. I mean, I don't want to hide it. And it was actually really cheap to call Bolt, just $2.60 to go to the hotel. And there's really like no shade around, and we both do not like the sun that much. So rather than walk 20 minutes of that, we're going to get on the Bolt, which is right here. We slept for a couple hours, and I think I can kind of see why. We checked the temperature, and it's like 88 degrees, which is 31 degrees Celsius. And for being this far north, it's just kind of a little rough. So it really, for me, that tires me out. I'm sure some people it's no big deal. So we just went right to bed, and we're ready to go out somewhere. And this is just kind of the small room we got. We have a nice view from here, but nothing really fancy. The location is amazing, though. This is where we're staying, and we already see there's something looking kind of nice out here. And it's 6:15 that we're getting out, so it's already really kind of late, but it's so far north that I don't think we have anything to worry about in terms of there still being light. After midnight, there was at least still a little bit of a sunset in Helsinki. So we're going to just do a bunch of touristic stuff this time. I know it's kind of what I've been doing a lot lately. Tomorrow we'll do something a little bit weirder, I think. Seeing anything you like in the souvenir shop?
There's always magnets. Can you look in there?
A little crisis because we found some amber over here. And yeah, it's closed. Mom's obsessed with amber. So they like the sauna in Estonia also?
I guess they must.
Sauna boss.
They call it a sauna here too.
Amber cats?
I hear medieval music.
Oh god. This is a couple kryptonite things for my mom. Amber, medieval music. So I guess this was a good place for you to go to so far. Mom used to go to all these Renaissance festivals in Michigan, and they've been closed because of the pandemic. So now hearing all this sort of stuff, generally speaking, this town, I guess, has a lot of these sorts of costumes. I think they really play this up quite a bit. And I see some numbers, I'll point them out later, on the buildings that I think say when they were made, in the 1200s or 1400s or whatnot.
Medieval shop.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is kind of like some Renaissance festival, but it's center of the capital of a country, so it's a little bit different. You want the chainmail? Yeah, this really is like a Renaissance festival.
May I ask, where do dear travelers come from?
Detroit.
Don't think I've heard of such a place. Is it on our latest world map? You see we have one with the inside world up there. Are you on the map?
No.
Oh, well, Poznan. Poznan is up there, I think.
He lives in Poznan, Poland.
Yeah. We found the old town hall, and there's mention of a building being here in the 1300s, but this one was completed, I think, between 1402 and 1404. And one thing I've just really noticed about this area is that they're really, really, really playing up this whole medieval thing. Because, I've been to other European old towns that have been, who knows how old, and they never really seem to quite brand it quite as extreme as this. So I'm definitely not saying that's a bad thing, but this is something that stands out and is different than every other place like this I've been. We finished most of our souvenir touristic type stuff, so it came out to 76 euros, which I would never ever ever have paid, but Mom's like, oh, it's cheaper than in the US, this is no problem. Yeah, I'm used to my super budget travel, so let's go and see what we got.
Okay.
So we got 2 sweatshirts.
Okay, this one is for Mom. I'll be the only one of my friends that has a Estonia sweatshirt.
Yeah, it's a status symbol in Detroit because no one's been to Estonia.
Okay.
I think I more or less have the same thing except with the zipper, right?
And a hood.
Yeah, and a hood. The hood's really useful.
And when my son and I want to match, we can wear these together.
Because we're twins, even though... Yeah, Tallinn, Estonia, embroidery, all that. That was 30 euros.
Since you forgot your...
Yeah, since I forgot my jacket, that's the penalty. Although it's been so hot, I can't even imagine eating this. But maybe when we get to Rovaniemi. And what else?
We got magnets.
So we got magnets for various people. And these were a few euros a piece, but they even went as high as 7 euros. Not the ones we got, but the ones they were selling. Yeah.
We got the cheaper ones because I thought they were just as nice.
Yeah.
And postcards.
Yeah. So we got a 10-pack of postcards for 4 euros. And yeah, look at that. And we're going to try to mail at least a couple of these from here. And just to give anyone a hint as to what the plans are to be, tomorrow, we're going to go find a post office in Tondi to mail them. So stay tuned if you want to see what we're actually doing in Tondi. Well, if you're going to come here, definitely come here when it's not quite so hot and sunny. So we were on that bench for like, I don't know, an hour, just kind of sitting and relaxing.
It just felt
And
good.
it's a bit darker now, which feels much nicer. One of the things like to do in the old town that we could find is a lot of like going to the top of towers and things. And, you know, in addition to this very beautiful clock there, looks like there's a tower there. Maybe we could go all the way up to there, maybe not. But I think we were just kind of so tired of walking around, we didn't want to really go up any stairs. And I also noticed a lot of places here, they're just closing around 6. It's already after 8. And we can see like it's not like bright and sunny, but there's still plenty of light out. So it has a little bit of a weird feeling that it's really kind of emptying out and closing this early when it feels like it's still, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 p.m. just based on the light. I just keep noticing all the Russian here, and it's also, you know, we even have a Russian restaurant here, Tchaikovsky, the Symphony of Russian Cuisine. And something I'm trying to figure out right now is really like, what is the identity of this country? Is this something, is it like Finland? Is it some kind of like Northern European country? Is it something more Eastern Europe? You know, it was part of the Soviet Union. It's not really totally clear to me now really what the vibe of this place is. I mean, maybe it's just kind of its own unique thing. But I haven't yet figured out which category to put it in. And I'm sure maybe many Estonians will say, well, of course, we're just Estonia. But maybe it's just a weird mix. I mean, there was, of course, this time in the Soviet Union that I'm sure has had some influence on the culture. But this definitely doesn't feel at least like, say, like the Ukraine I've been in. You know, maybe more like Lviv, I don't know, because there was a nice, you know, medieval old town. I haven't been to Lviv. I've only been to kind of the central and eastern side of it. So, I don't know. We'll find out. As I promised earlier, rather than having just Al Capone pizza, we're going to have something that's, you know, supposedly Estonian at least. So this place promised traditional Estonian stuff. And this says here what we're ordering. This is Estonian traditional pea soup. And both of us kind of wimped out on the blood sausage. This is also something in Poland as well. And
What is it? I didn't know that.
oh yeah, there's all kinds of blood sausage, this and that. These weird meats.
I think Finland has it too, I hear.
Yeah, and I think a lot of this, I don't know what's really like uniquely Estonian, maybe someone can say in the comments, but you know, there's some sort of like pierogies, and I know in Poland we have these sorts of things too. Our soup came, so there's an alarm going off. It's been going off for, was it like 20 minutes maybe, something, at least? Yeah, maybe 30 or more, I'm not sure. I figured someone would turn it off, but I was told that like a lightning hit a house and maybe the police will come or turn it off. It's kind of a strange thing. I mean, we're hearing some grumbling. I don't see any rain, or some rumbling rather. I don't see any rain. But this is the pea soup, and I haven't had a chance because I've been talking, so what do you think?
I like it.
Is it good?
You know, it's got ham in it, and it tastes better than the pea soup that I get back home.
Okay. So
It's not as thick, for one thing.
Okay, time to pretend to be a food vlogger. And at least I won't get a copyright strike for this alarm, I think. So, let's see.
Okay, I take this one.
Nope, yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's good.
Yeah. Like, it's kind of a sausage sort of taste. Like
Yeah, but it's
something.
ham.
Yeah, ham, yeah. I know the taste for sure. I don't know if I'm doing a good job describing it. But, yeah, spoonful. So this is, we didn't want to deal with the blood sausage, of course. And I already feel like I was adventurous enough in Valencia trying the mussels, which, you know, Mom says, no way.
No way for me.
Yeah, not for any seafood. Yeah, this is pretty simple. I mean, it's nice. So I think I'm just gonna finish it. Got a little bit of bread. I think that's not gonna be anything overly complicated though.
No.
So it's a few minutes later, alarm's still going off. you're saying about the soup.
Yeah, I think I taste dill in it because the Polish have dill pickle soup, and this kind of has that dill taste to it that I don't see in any other pea soup.
The alarm is off. I think it was about 40 minutes, maybe something like that. So it's my ears are still kind of ringing. We finished our pea soup, but it was a little confusing how the pricing went. We don't understand this, so maybe someone can explain. This is what we got, and the price it says €9.90. And we also got a water. So what did they charge us? They charged us $11.90. I have no idea how to make sense of that in any sort of way because it was two of them, so it should be more. And they said the water was €1, so who knows?
Yeah.
And we did something very amateurish. We went through the old town, the touristic area, looking for this. And very often, it's better to go to something that the locals go to. Like when I was in Valencia and got this Valencian paella, we found something that was away from the main touristic area to get something like authentic and cheaper or something. But this was still nice. I mean, maybe if you go to a place like Tondi, maybe you could find something there. You think there's going to be something good in Tondi?
Yeah, a rock.
Oh, what sort of rock? I don't know.
A diamond?
Yeah, maybe. So we're going to wander around a bit more. It is, what time is it? Because I wanted to show how bright it still is. It's 9:40. And that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's even cloudy.
Yeah, even being cloudy. So
Thunder.
we need to stop by a grocery store. I think we're just going to wander around the old town a bit more, but the grocery stores close the latest at around 11 as far as I can tell. Seeing this truck with the Ukrainian flag colors just reminds me that we're in a little bit of a dangerous place right now. I mean, probably everything's fine, but we're very, very close to Russia, and we're in one of these Baltic states. Estonia is still in NATO, but there's all kinds of fear of what would happen just in case Russia starts to come. This is strategically close to Kaliningrad. I mean, I guess Kaliningrad's still a bit west, but it's in this general Baltic area. And that would give Russia a lot more strategic power if it kind of seized this region. So I know there's also some Russian sympathizers, I think more in the east of the country. Is that what it was?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Closer to the Russian border.
We are both feeling way better. I think I spent this whole time complaining how terrible I'm feeling, but we're feeling quite good. And I think it's because we had enough water and the sun's coming down, and we found this old wall here that's nice. It dates back to, I think, the first half of the 14th century, right?
Yes.
This is the Theater and Music Museum, and oh my god, this pig thing here looks really, really freaky. This is Asuwale Tower, which was built in the 1300s and 14th century. It's a possession of this Theater and Music Museum. You'll get a nice view over here. This looks like another performance type thing, but
Is that a Soviet star?
I just saw it the same time as you did, actually. Yeah, there is a Soviet star here. I don't know how well this will be visible. Let's take off the wide-angle lens first. And can we maybe zoom in and post and see that? So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. It has started to rain finally. Yeah. We're trying to figure out what this is, and we're initially thinking it was a rat because of the tail.
It's got hoofs too.
Yeah, but it has hooves. I'm not quite sure. Do you want to sit with it?
If you make me.
Yeah, I make you. Let's try it. Oh, that's nice. It's friendly. Just kind of finishing the day, getting our groceries. And, well, we weren't thinking of drinking at all, but it seems like there's a time limit for buying alcohol in Estonia, is my guess, at supermarkets. And nothing too exciting here. I mean, the only interesting things are some kind of crosswords in Russian that look a little goofy. But otherwise, the grocery store's not too interesting yet. We are back for the night, and Mom is just kind of doing some last-minute stuff before we go to bed, and we had that little boost of energy, but we're just kind of out now, and we have a big day planned in Tondi tomorrow, so we'll see. Stick around to see what it is that we actually plan on finding there. So, and then we'll go back to Helsinki after that on the ferry. So, I gotta sign out. I'm tired. It's time to go to bed, and I gotta take a little shower first. So I'm out, and good night.